Well, I've been a part of years where finishing was easy, right? And the beginnings were the problem, and this is just what we have to deal with right now. So I think that we need to finish our practice better, finish our lifts better, finish meetings better, finish everything better, because clearly we're doing a good job at the beginning, right? But I think that we can finish in all phases better, and I think that's what's going to put us over the hump. It's no secret. We're running the same plays, we're getting the same looks and all those things. We just got to. I think the little things we need to finish better. Honestly.
The way you guys were dominating, frankly, in the first half, it was surprised to see that at halftime the score was what it was.
Right.
You guys should have been up even further.
Yep.
I think when you look back at this game, you'll find plays where difference here, difference there. You guys might have been beyond reach late in the game.
There's no doubt about it. Again, we put our defense in a bad spot, and that's on us. We could have finished with so many more touchdowns, right? We were moving the ball again. Third week where we're moving the ball. We had a good plan, and we had some good routes and good things going on and good runs and all that kind of stuff. But when we got down to the red zone, I think that'll be a point of emphasis for us, just to finish those drives.
Right at the end of the first half, right in the first half, you guys got the ball back with about 52 seconds left. Was there any discussion about possibly trying to go down the field on that instead of nailing it out?
Yeah, I think with no timeouts and being backed up, that's going to be tough, and that's coach's call. But I understood why. In a sense, it's going to be hard with no timeouts to keep trying to get out of bounds, just for a field goal. Let alone go and try and get a touchdown, right? Because they're going to play the soft coverages and all that kind of stuff, and try and let the clock run out. So that's coach's call. So you'd have to ask him.
He said at the end on the throw to the end zone, you saw one-on-one. Was that the play called? Did you switch to something you saw?
So we have plays, that are built in. Certain stuff. If we have a one-on-one, we can go to certain looks, those kind of things. And I just saw one-on-one with Martavis. Obviously he was hot. He was doing some good things, and just gave him a chance, just like I have 100 other times in my life. They ended up making a good play, and it sucks, right? The outcome sucks, but I think that going back through it in my head, getting one-on-one with that guy, I'd probably have to do it again.
Derek, how do you feel it's being 0-3? This is sure not
terrible. It's not what I expected at all. Terrible, but not down. Trust me. I know how to deal with adversity, and you don't do it by going in the dumps and stop working hard and just give up, right? I think that's what soft people do, and that's not what this team is, and that's not the way I was raised. When things get hard, when life gets hard, you put your head down, you grind, and you make sure whatever you can do, you do better, right? And that's all. That's it. Like I said, I think we can finish better, obviously, but whatever we can do, you got to stay up. You don't feel good because, again, we don't work this hard to lose games, but you keep your head up and you keep going.
The heat out there was bad on both sides, but did it affect you guys at the end there?
It was hot, but again, I lived in Houston and Fresno, my whole life, so it was a nice day.
Is there still a sense of optimism, or is it transforming more to frustration?
Oh, no. Now, I've been on some teams where it's just frustration, right? And I can assure you that's not the case. I can assure you, especially with everyone learning, Coach Gunther and Coach Gruden's new stuff, and we're trying to execute it the best we can and at a high level and all these things, and we're doing it almost there, right? And so there's no sense of, we got to give up now. We're almost there. You talk to anybody in that locker room, we're one play here. All throughout the game, one play here, one play here, one play here. We're right there where each man in the locker room is like, no, I can give a little bit more. I can do a little bit more to help us. And so, go in there and look at them. Look at our guys, talk to them. Everyone's obviously mad at losing, but not one person is giving up. Again, that won't happen as long as I'm here.
When you look at the locker room's composition, the number of veterans that are here,
yep.
Guys who've been in the league long enough to know that 0-3 does not dictate your season. You have 13 games left. It's still out in front of you. How much do you think you guys are built to just process the position you're in?
Oh, we're definitely built for it. Again, just talking to our guys, you see it on their face. No one can deny it. We gave it all. We gave everything we had out there, right? We were moving the ball. We were stopping them. We're doing certain things, and you talk to anybody in that locker room. We're like, man, we're right there. Just keep going. We've all at some point been. Everybody in that locker room has been at this position at some point, and it feels hard. People say bad stuff. They're mad at you, all that kind of stuff. But nothing's going to change anything. No one's coming to save us. No one's coming to help us, right? It's on us. And so we understand that. And I think having a veteran group makes it a lot easier, especially as leaders. You know, you don't necessarily have to go to every guy and make sure they're all right. Make sure, hey, keep going, keep doing the right thing. We got a room full of guys that are going to all do the right stuff.
When Marshawn says publicly, he decides to speak to reporters and says that this offense is one play away from being the most explosive offense in the NFL.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
That should tell you how we really feel. And I mean, I think even as critical as you guys need to be of us, I think you guys see it too, right? I mean, we're moving the ball against some good defenses. You know, those first 3 defenses that we've played have all been top tier defenses, right? And so you know, I think the fact that we've been able to do those things, but then we're right there, we screwed up, right? You know, we have a bad play in the end zone, or one, like you said, one broken tackle here, or one thing here, or that. We're all sitting there thinking like, man, if we just get it together, and we just all start clicking. Once you get it rolling, it doesn't stop, right? Like I remember just a couple of years where we've just been hit a win streak, and they just come, they just roll. And so again, I think we have a group of guys that believes that, because Marshawn obviously talked to you, he really believes it, right? And so I think that the fact that he said that just tells you how everyone else really feels.
What was the disconnect on the first interception? It looked like Amari didn't really know maybe the ball was coming.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously I had to 91 came up the field, so I stopped, got back inside, and Coop had him. He had him beat, you know. So I let it go, but he never saw me. He never saw the ball, so he stopped, you know. And again, that's something like, obviously you don't want it to happen because we had a big touchdown, kind of thing, but. He didn't see me. He didn't see the ball thrown. I can't get mad at him for that. It's not like he just ran the wrong route or something, or just blatantly did it. He just, he always. I promise you, he wished he had that one back. But we had the look. We had a good look for the play. So I wish we would have hit that one. That would have been fun.
You guys, couple more guys. Take a lead into halftime, but do you go in the locker room feeling like maybe you should have been ahead by more? I mean, do you feel like there was more out there? You guys
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think we left a lot of points, a lot of touchdowns out there, and. I think that's been a thing for us really the last couple of weeks, right? I think that we can score more touchdowns and help our defense out. I think that not only can we should, and we will.
If you go back to 2016, you guys were really good in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
What's the key there, and how can you grasp it this season?
Just making the plays. I think when it comes down to it, if you were to go back and look at that year, there's times where, things could have went the other way or whatever, and we just happened to make the play, or just whatever it was. And the only way that you can do that, and I've been doing this for 5 years now, is you consistently outwork your opponent. You just consistently outwork them. Every practice, every meeting, every time you go lift, every time you're studying film, you have to consistently outwork. Everybody that you're going to play against in your mind, right? It's the mindset. And so that when you hit the field, all 11 guys, we can all look at each other and say, yeah, so I watched him practice, I watched him work. I know that you'll make this play, right? And so I think that as long as we get back to that, we're going to be just fine.
It's Jared Cook in week 1, Amari week 2, obviously Jordy with the huge game today. What did you see from him today, and I suppose bigger picture overall?
Yeah, I've seen the stuff. Obviously, I've seen what he can do. You guys saw it at practice and during camp and all that. He's a big play guy. All his time in Green Bay. We got him on some good looks. We got the first one they brought inside pressure or outside pressure, and we were able to hit him in the middle, right? And he split them and almost scored. And then obviously the touchdown, ran a perfect route. Again, the big play, I think it was the next drive or a couple of drives later on the seam route. He set the stem right, and he's a friendly guy to throw to. I'll just say that. And obviously, he's very talented. So I love Jordy. Love throwing to him. He had a big game, and I wish we could have won, so he could have felt better.
Last one, guys.
Go ahead.
That big hit you took, did that rattle you a little bit, or just kind of felt good to take a hit?
Never. Which one?
Yeah. The interception.
No, never rattled. I'm always ready to get back up and fight somebody, right? Even if you can't breathe, you try and get back. Never rattled. My goodness. Funny question, but.